wanted to talk a little bit about My Little Pony's um, their approach when it comes to disabilities in the world of Equestria. Obviously, this season we've finally addressed the reason that Scootaloo cannot fly, and true, we don't know if they're going to have her fly or not. Hopefully they won't, because I think that's very important for kids to understand that, you need to embrace what you have and realize that, you know, it, you wouldn't be you if if something like that had changed. Scootaloo is actually one of my favorite ponies in the show. Since don't, I really don't like the main six too much. I do enjoy background ponies, but I do love the CMC. Um, but further than that, I wanted to talk a little bit about maybe the mental health in Equestria and how that is addressed. I was watching Dr. Wolf's video on analyzing mental breaks in MLP and brought up Party of One with Pinkie-Pie. And after going over that video, I did leave a comment on my other account, um, with my own opinion, and my opinion is that Pinkie-Pie is suffering from depression and a psychosis where she basically has a split personality. I know that My Little Pony has addressed staying true to where you're from and being proud of it, but as we know, Pinkie-Pie grew up living on a rock farm, and she was very unhappy. In fact, her whole family was rather harsh until she got her cutie mark and discovered her love for making the other ponies around her very happy. And I think that that kind of childhood must have been very difficult for her, and I'd really like to see more of her family later on in the show and see how they are now, because obviously they've been introduced to fun and happiness. And I'm just kind of curious as to, what ended up happening to them after that. Obviously, Pinkie-Pie went on to really befriend as many people as possible. But in Party of One, we see that she has trouble comprehending why ponies won't hang out with her, and we've also seen this in A Friend Indeed, where Cranky, the donkey, does not want to be her friend. He wants to be left alone, and of course, many of us can understand that, but Pinkie-Pie, of course, is unable to comprehend that, and that kind of reality is something that's very difficult for her to grasp, and I think that actually is due to depression and psychosis. I don't know about you guys, but I actually do suffer from both. And I can honestly say that all of my happiness pretty much revolves around making my friends and family happy and making them smile. And it's a very it's difficult to explain, really. If any of you have seen Frozen, you might know that Elsa is the personification of depression and mental slash emotional illness. And just, it's perfectly portrayed, even in the song Let It Go, where, she's finally happy. A lot of people with depression have felt that elated, or that elation. And a lot of people with depression push their friends and family away because they are afraid of hurting them. And of course, this may seem very irrational, but it's something that's very real to us. And it's something that we can't help. And while logic tells us, that's not something for us to be afraid of, our emotions get in the way of it, and we just can't handle it. And a lot of people think depression also have anxiety issues, and I've decided, what if that I really wanted to see more of Pinkie in that state. We've only really seen it once. In fact, we even can tell that, she just snaps and she deflates. And the one other time we see Pinkamena, as Pinkie is in adult now that she's a mare. The only other time we see Pinkamena so far is in Magical Mystery Cure. And she's right back doing what she did when she was growing up, and I think that should speak volumes to, I think that does speak volumes. And it's difficult, it can be difficult to understand. But I have a theory that maybe she also suffers from psychosis. And my reasoning for that is it's not unheard of when someone has a difficult childhood, and I'm using difficult very, very lightly here, considering I'm not entirely sure what my audience is going to be just yet, that issues arise, and sometimes there's just that little voice in your head that's telling you that you are worthless and that everyone else is better off without you, that your friends aren't really your friends. They feel sorry for you, and that's why they're with you. And that's hopefully not true. I have met people like that who unfortunately are with you because they're trying to get something out of you and not for the actual friendship. However, a lot of your true friends will be there for you when you need them, and vice versa, you want to be there for them. And that's something that Pinkie probably hasn't had to deal with very often. I don't think that Pinkie-Pie is stupid. I think that she's a bit of an airhead, but what we have seen in the show that she is pretty organized, believe it or not, which we actually see in the very first, or in the second episode rather, when Twilight cannot find her book on the elements of harmony, and Pinkie-Pie finds it because, of course, it's under E. Why would it not be under E? Anyway, I think there's a lot to Pinkie's character, and I think that there's a lot left to be desired. And for those of you who don't know, I'm actually not a very big fan of Pinkie, despite her being the most relatable character for me that's in the show. So, I don't know. I mean, I'd really love to see more of that, and I'm thinking that Pinkamena is that voice, and sometimes it just when she can't help it, Pinkamena shows herself. I think that Pinkamena is always there, and Pinkie finds great joy, truly does find great joy, in making her friends happy. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. And I'd love to hear what everyone else has to say. I think that it's a very interesting topic, and I would love to hear from you guys. All right, go ahead and leave a comment, message me. I'll have my Tumblr below. Um, you know, uh, if you have any questions about myself, if you have any questions about my Baradox OC, go ahead and let me know. I am planning on making a video about Doxy, and I would love to share that with you guys once I have the time. And alright, so thanks guys. Bye. Na 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 hey ya na